right, all right.
So
So what we'll start off with today, we'll talk about like the NBA trades. Jimmy Butler finally got traded, and I just want to say, I feel like Golden State is kind of treating stuff the way that Kobe got treated in his final years. Like,
mhm.
sure, you have a couple good players like Dwight and Powell, but you're not really gonna go anywhere. Like Jimmy Butler isn't moving the needle for Golden State right now. They're 11th. They're outside a play-in. They're 25-25. They gave up Andrew Wiggins, some picks and some players. So they play the Lakers tonight, totally depleted. That should be an easy win for the Lakers. So I don't I don't even know if it was necessary to make a deal right now, especially for a player like Jimmy Butler. I just don't see why it was necessary right now. If in the summertime it would make sense. But what do you think about that trade?
So the reason they did the Jimmy Butler trade, in is I think two-part. I think it was to give the false sense to Steph that we're doing something to help you. I think that was definitely part of it. But then also, I just want to say most people don't remember this, but when the Gold State Warriors, when Pete Clay Thompson, not the broken down brother right now, but when they had Pete Clay Thompson and Iguodala with Draymond, they had an elite defense. And I think they might be thinking that Jimmy made his name in the NBA by defense. Between Jimmy and Draymond, if they can muster some offense and they have two really good defensive players, but at the end of the day, and this is the biggest thing, and this is what all these owners are doing, do you know that that trade put them approximately, I think it's like 8 million under the supermax penalty cap? So they got Jimmy Butler, but they're going to save it's some insane amount of money, like $50 million in luxury tax payment by signing Jimmy because Wiggins and the other players they gave. So they're going to save money by doing that trade. And that's what they did. It doesn't move the needle. 36-year-old Jimmy is not. And I think the best they can hope for is a second round elimination.
Yeah,
That's like the best. That's the best case scenario.
yeah.
So,
My Lakers made another trade. I woke up this
oh, that
morning.
was amazing.
I first off, I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about Mark Williams. I do not. All
He's
I
my
know is
cousin.
we're related. Um,
We're related.
all I know is they gave up our rookie Dalton Connect, who most Laker fans we all like. But what really caught my eye, like when I was reading about the trade, they gave up the 2031 unprotected first round pick. And I'm like, if they were willing to go in all like that, they must love this guy. I know he's 23, uh, tall center.
23, 7 foot, 240, 15 and 9.
Yeah,
It's what they need.
yeah,
I think I don't think the most optimistic Laker fan could fathom a deep playoff run with Luca and LeBron holding the ball and scoring and make up for their defense. You got to have somebody. And I honestly believe, and maybe I'm just a complete delusional Luca fan. That's entirely possible. But I think if they can figure out the chemistry, I think they can have a deep playoff run with this.
yeah.
I really
Uh,
do.
dude, they didn't give up. I thought they were gonna have to give up Rui, Austin,
Yes.
and they kept those guys.
Yes.
The
Dude, I
NBA,
think they can
the
do it.
no, the NBA isn't slick. Okay, you did this.
Mhm.
The Mavs were sacrificed to save the
Yes.
ratings 100%. Okay, but I'm here for it. The rich keep getting richer, basically.
Yes. There's a cell phone video of the commissioner with a voodoo child stabbing it with pins, and that thing is the Mavericks. And he's like, you will fall for this trade.
That's funny.
And yeah, no one thinks. I mean, you basically put one of the most popular players on earth,
Yeah,
not in the
he's a
United States,
top three
on
player.
earth.
Yeah,
Yes, on earth, on one of the most
biggest
famous
brands.
sports franchises in the United States,
Yeah,
and you're telling me that was like They didn't even contact anybody else. I just want to tell you, this GM, this this is the GM for Dallas. The GM for Dallas right now. Okay, the GM for Dallas. Who's the brother who went to the Knicks?
The guy
The
who went.
Knicks, the
Uh,
stud superstar. He was a Dallas Maverick.
oh, Jalen Bronson.
Yes. So this is what's connected with the GM from Dallas right now. He couldn't even get a conversation with Jalen Brunson. He went to the Knicks and he's like all star, better than all star, almost a superstar player. He tried to sign Stephen Curry to Nike and misspelled his name, and now he just and now he just traded away Dirk Nowitzki.
I,
What did
I
he say? 3 strikes, you're out.
yeah. I I heard that that the GM's wife was a little too fond of Luca. Really
Dude,
quick.
that guy that showed up in LA did not look out of shape to me. I
You,
got to be honest with you. That did not look out of
one
shape.
of the teammates is like, if being 270 pounds gets you on all NBA first team, and then I'm doing something wrong here. I need to be 200 some pounds. Our last video
Exactly.
got almost 5,000 views. You get 4.7K views. So thank you for everybody that's listening. Um, really quick, I don't know if you have any more NBA takes, but do you have any? Because you're really into like the Oscars. Did
Absolutely.
you watch the Grammys?
I only saw highlights of it. I
Okay,
mean,
so you didn't watch
I
it.
love the performances. I saw the Weeknd's performance,
Yeah, yeah.
surprise performance. I thought that was dope.
Hmm.
That was very dope. But
Okay.
yeah,
So do you have any like categories that you're like?
I just think most award shows, like, I think when you get old enough, take this as a hot take. I think when you get old enough, you start watching certain awards, and you see something that you view as like a robbery, and it makes you lose faith in the award show, and then you just don't watch it again.
That's great. That's great. That's a great segue into what I wanted to talk about. By the way,
Yeah.
hip hop album of the year went to Doechii. I don't want to make it sound like I'm hating, because I actually love Doechii's album. Like, I when I first heard about her, I was like, "Man, she's actually really good, dude." Like, the fact nobody's
Yeah.
talking about her, she's really good. We listened to the whole album. Great, great album. It sold 11K units. Didn't have a single on the billboard. Okay, heavily politicized. Um, if you don't know what the category, like the others in the categories were, Eminem, um, J. Cole, 7 Minute Drill, and We Don't Trust You by Metro and Future. Who, that's what I thought was gonna get it. Metro and Future's collab album, because that helped push this Kendrick and Drake beef. So I thought that was gonna get it. But like, when you look at something like that, I don't know. Do you know who Doechii is? Like, are you kind of like familiar or
You
anything like that?
I gotta be honest with you, brother. When you say Dochi, I'm like, is that a nickname for Dojo Cat?
No,
I
no,
don't
that's
even
fine.
know.
I'll
I don't
put
even
you
know
on.
what the fuck Doji is.
I'll put you on. It's okay. She's really good, and like, no hate towards her whatsoever. But when your album only moves 11,000 units and you don't have a single song on the billboard, it feels just a little weird. Happy for you, right? Super happy for you, but it feels weird. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
It
saying.
is. Dude, listen, this is a big thing in the Oscars. This is part of the reason I've lost faith. There's been times in the Oscars past where a movie does $1 billion, doesn't get nominated for one award, and the all 7 movies that were nominated combined did $50 million at the box office. All of them lost money, and it's almost like this whole thing of like Cool Kids Club, where it's not based on and it's not just that. I'm telling you, it's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, Kiss had to wait like 20 years to make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're nominating and awarding people that were like a studio musician trumpet player. And it's like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. And so it's like this necessity to be the cool kids. And I've had multiple times in my life where I've watched all the movies that are up for Best Picture, Best Actor, all those albums that are won or up for a Grammy, and I vehemently disagree with. I mean, let's be honest with you. Beyonce winning Country Album of the Year. I mean, come on,
Hold
that's
on.
just an
Wait,
award.
wait, wait, wait.
That's
I
just an award.
I don't care
That
what Beyonce could direct a movie, and I'm betting for I'm giving it a movie of the year. Okay,
Wait a second.
it's Beyonce.
Am I not correct? Am I not correct that that Beyonce album is 100% cover songs?
Oh, I don't know. You act like I
I
listen
didn't.
to it. You
You
act
haven't
like
listened to what?
you act like I care.
I'm like, dude. I'm like,
I don't care.
I mean,
No,
this
I
is the thing.
genuinely no. I have heard like there's one with like a Beatles one, like she's covering. I did
Yes.
hear that one, and then
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yesterday. Yeah.
a Dolly Parton. So what? It's Beyonce.
Jolene.
So
Yeah, I've actually heard these songs, and I'm not saying it's bad, but it's almost like someone in the back,
no,
this
I hear you.
year old white woman's
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm gonna get major credit if I give Beyonce Album of the Country award. It's like, dude, just
No,
who cares? Like, it's
trust me.
so
I don't.
pathetic.
I I don't know.
The
I don't.
best country album is
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we love some Beyonce. But okay.
I love Beyonce.
Uh,
I'm not saying it can't that cannot be the best country album of the year.
we don't even like acknowledge country though. Even like as a genre.
I know.
Like, we don't
I'm telling you.
we don't
I'm
even
telling
care.
you. If if the best country album is an R&B singer doing cover songs, then the whole genre should be just flush it down the toilet.
There we go. There it is. There's the clip. All right. So the main thing we're gonna talk about today, and I do want to get your reaction since we're talking about music. I want to get your reaction to just like a snippet of a Party Next Door and Drake song that's coming out. They have a collab album coming out next Friday. There's a snippet. I want to get your genuine take on the snippet.
Yeah,
Okay, it's the
absolutely. I would
R&B
love
thing.
to.
All right, so I'm the one who kind of hyped you up for this album. I'm not even gonna lie
Yeah,
to you. Like
absolutely. I didn't
I
even know it had been released.
I and I was the first one to listen to it. And I was like, Craig, this album is sounding pretty good. So let me just tell you how I break down like a good
Please.
album,
Please,
okay?
please,
Just
please.
me personally. So I'll listen to the album like the first time through. And then
Mhm.
if I like the song, I'll add it to my liked playlist, right? And then all the songs that I liked, I will go through and I'll listen to them from the album and then find one that I keep going back to. If there's more than one, two, three, if it's all of them, like I just want to listen to all of them. They're good, they're great, stuff like that. And then it's like if your album's like, 20 tracks and I take like 10, I can go back and listen to the other 10 and be like, oh, I missed this one kind of thing, right? But like I really have to go through like the music has to keep I have to wake up and be like, I want to keep listening to this song. I can't wait to listen to this song, right? So that's
Mhm.
that's just how I um break down what is a good or great album. So do you want to kind of tell me like do you have like a method of when you listen to music, or do you just like I'll just let this shit
So
play through and take it from there?
so what I do is I often get it depends, I'm in moods of life, like, I end up, um I will get, like, in a mood where I'm like, I wanna listen to more depressing music, I wanna listen to something, uh, that makes me feel good, gets my blood pumping, as far as that goes, and I go through periods. I'm definitely not a, quick cycler where
Yeah.
it's like, "Hey, today I'm gonna listen to this loud, aggressive music, and tomorrow I'm listening to X." I tend to go through patterns. So, when you told me to listen to it, I would say that the first time through, there was 3 or 4 songs that just from listening to it that I kinda, like, connected to, like, right off the listen. But after listening to multiple times and looking at the lyrics, um, it definitely hit different for me.
Okay.
So, it
Okay.
absolutely.
So we can talk about some of our favorites. I just want to see if you kind of had a method for when you listen to like
Yeah,
your favorite albums.
absolutely.
So songs that I keep going back to. I keep going back to Give Me Mercy, um, Given Up on Me, Baptized in Fear, and Cry for Me. And I Can't Escape from LA. Or Take Me Back to LA. Those are the ones that I keep going back to. Like those are good. Like that, like the production on the album, like the production is great. It's a 10 out of 10. I don't know how I feel. I was talking to Lamont about this, and Lamont said I was correct. He said I pointed out something that he was looking for, but he couldn't find the right words for it. So he said I pointed this out very well. The sound reminds me of GTA. I'm like, why does this remind me of a video game? Like, and it sounds like GTA meets Scarface. I feel like I should be doing coke while listening to this album or something like Scarface. Um, so these songs are good. The one that I keep going back to, and I want to get your opinion on this, is "Given Up on Me." Now I know you've listened to it like 5, 10 times. I absolutely love the way this album starts out. I listen to some music the vast majority on a Friday night, trying to unwind from the weekend. I don't want to listen to depressing music. I'm being honest with you. I don't want to listen to depressing music. So this song is perfect for being hyped, but I don't know why in the middle of the song it turns into like pure sadness. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the song I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about? Giving Up on Me?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
So I have a lot of thoughts on this, okay? So like, and I've intentionally tried to avoid talking to you about this because because if we don't record it, why is it even worth saying? That was a joke. That was a joke, people. We talk off video. Okay, so I will tell you, if you listen, this is an album that if you listen from the first song to the last song, it's an entire story.
Yeah,
Like it's a
cohesive.
story. And so when things break up and become sad, it is very much like life is that way. And if you look, there's some common themes about throughout the album about uh how happiness and fame and wealth and money and popularity did not bring happiness. It didn't. And he is missing this time of when he was a different person and things were much simpler.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, like, can I just do you care if I espouse on my opinion on thing? So I will tell you, um, one this your GTA thing, I think, has some validity to it as far as an overall sense and ambiance. But I often considered, like with GTA, a lot of the influence is just based on LA, like how people perceive LA and a sound and a background sound to like what is. And that's obviously where he's from. And so I think like when I listen to this album, I'm not kidding you, Joel. I can't figure out how to do it on the thing. That's what I was trying to do. There's some way to see how many times you've listened to something. It says type select song info. I don't even
It's
see
on
song
your
info.
phone. I'll have to show you. I'll do a video
No,
record.
look.
It's
When I click there, there's no song info button.
no. It's like it's on your home screen. I'm switching back to Apple because I can't stand Spotify. I've had it for this month. But yeah, Apple will actually show you how many times you've listened to a song on your phone. Like if somewhere on the home screen you scroll all the way down and it'll show you like your most played songs, or maybe it's at the end of the month, something like
So
um
I will tell you, there's no way I would say it's broken if it says I've not listened to the entire album at least 15 times.
that's
I probably
impressive.
listened to 20, 25 times already. Okay. So I've listened to every song on it at least 20 times. And I will tell you, he's a brilliant lyricist. He has crafted some lyrics that are truly heart wrenching. And when I so my there's many thoughts. This I don't think there's a bad song on the album. Okay, that's a testament because I am a music snob. Even some of the greatest albums of all time, I will be like, these 3 4 songs suck. They absolutely suck. They're terrible. Or I skip over them. Dude, I don't have the desire to skip over any song in the entire album. And one of the things I thought was really cool, he doesn't even have a pause really from one song to the next. So it's literally like one continuous song that goes on for an hour and a half, which is an artistic thing. And if you look at the lyrics on some of them, some of the different songs that they have, just a couple of my favorite ones. Um, when he in song "Enjoy the Show," when he says, "So I gently tilt my head like my mama always said, and drink it slow, take it slow." That's a reference to when you're young and you're having to take medicine to heal your body. Your mom's telling you to heal you, take this medicine. So, but he says, "But when the curtain calls, I hope you mourn, and if you don't, I hope you enjoy the fucking show."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, that is a DS lyric of him. Like he is self-medicating. He is not drinking something that's good for him,
Yeah.
but he's connecting this analogy to his mother's advice. And "Take Me Back to LA," one of my other favorite lyrics. "Take me back to a time when my blood never tastes like wine. My love could fill a sea, but now I can't even feel the breeze." Talking about the numbness of
Yeah,
alcoholism,
yeah, yeah.
where he's numbing himself to everything.
So wait,
And
can I jump in here real quick because
yeah, of course, brother, please.
that's one of my favorite songs on there. When you first listen to it, Tara immediately like looks at me because he talks about missing it, right? Like basically like, missing
Yeah,
home,
absolutely.
and so he says something about like where it snows all the time, and Tara was like, but it doesn't snow in California. I'm like, honey, he wasn't talking about snow.
Exactly.
He wasn't talking about weather.
Yes, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. Like I said, uh, go ahead and finish your train of thought. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I just wanted to jump
So
in.
so last week I had a moment with my wife this album. I will tell you every weekend album that's come out. Uh I know I've told Lamont this, I told you this. The weekend in my upper tier of R&B, soul, whatever you want to call it, black music, I don't effing care.
What
The Weeknd, Frank Ocean, and Otis Redding are my three favorite artists of all time.
no,
Those are my three favorite.
no
Okay,
Bruno up there though. No
no,
Bruno.
no, Bruno, no, Bruno. Bruno's amazing. I'm telling you, I connect. I
All
actually
right, no,
heard
I hear you. I hear you.
Flea when he said he listened to Channel Orange. Someone asked him how he felt about it. Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he said, "I connect on an emotional level with the songs of Channel Orange." That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's not better singers or better music. I connect on some emotional level, like it hits me here. So I've never connected on. My wife has never connected with anything by the weekend. In fact, if anything, if you watch our podcast, I've told you where she trolls me and refers to it as non-music.
Yeah, she
Okay,
said
it
he's
just
just
doesn't
yapping. She said he's just
it just
yapping. That's what
she
she
doesn't
said.
connect to it. So
Yeah.
when I played this album for her,
Oh,
I
you played
played
the
this album for
album. You
her.
played the album for. Her. Okay.
No, you can't get my wife to commit to an hour and a half. Okay, that wasn't going to happen. Okay,
Okay.
so I said we're on a drive. She just had a great meal, and I said, "Can I play four songs for you, and you tell me what you think of them?" And I go, "If a minute into it, it doesn't work for you, I go, I'll just skip it. That's fine. It just can I choose four of the 22 songs on the album?" She says, "Absolutely." So I played "Wake Me Up" right off the bat. She was like, "It's just not for me." She wasn't rude. She's like, "He's talented. It's not for me." I played "Enjoyed the Show." Minute into it, she's like, "It's just not for me." So then I played "Drive" for her.
Okay.
Okay, I played "Drive." In a minute, 2 minutes into it, my wife says, "This is a good song." She goes, "I admit this is a good song. I enjoy listening to this." And then I finished it up. I explained to her the album is a story. And I said, "So this person who's been through all this turmoil, through all these challenges, and he's not happy." And I played for her the final song of the track, "Hurry Up Tomorrow." My wife, I'm driving down the road, so I can't look at her while I'm doing this. I'm driving down the road and I'm playing "Hurry Up Tomorrow." We have a great speaker system in our car. And a minute into it, she hasn't spoken. 2 minutes into it, she hasn't spoken. The song gets towards the end, and I turn to her. My wife is sobbing in the car. She It
Oh,
touched her. The concept of you have done wrong things in your life. You are battling depression. You are not happy despite achieving all these dreams. And you're hoping that tomorrow you're going to die and there's going to be a heaven after it because then it would all be worth it and you would be happy.
are you talking about
That's
Hurry
a
Up Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I just want to make
Yes,
sure. Yeah.
no, and so that it, like, hit there.
Right.
It
Right.
hit there
Yeah.
because we all, whether we want to or not, we're all gonna face that one time, and even if you're the most staunch atheist, agnostic person in the world, you don't know what happens in the afterlife, and when you have to face your regret, face your demons, face the things you've done wrong, everyone can do that, like, that emotional thing, and it hit my wife.
Yeah.
She was sobbing, and she said, "Why can't all of his songs be this good?" She was all crying. She was all sobbing. But I'm like,
That's
that
yeah.
it hit me.
Yeah. No,
It hit me hard.
that one is that one is amazing. I think that Hurry Up Tomorrow is one of his best. I think the whole this whole album is one of his best storytelling from start to finish. One of his
Yes.
best storytelling albums. What's just tough for me is I'm just not like necessarily in that headspace, right?
Yeah.
So when
Absolutely.
I hear a song
Absolutely.
when I hear a song that's sad, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? But like first time through,
I 100%.
I'm never gonna go back and play that song. I'm just not going to. But for the moment when I first listened to it, I appreciated it. I appreciated how he was very detailed, right? So
I found I found that it's challenging that he's gonna go on tour and, he is going on a tour. I looked at where the dates were. The idea that he's going to feel some pressure to play throughout his catalog. But I think this album is best done just playing it straight through from beginning to end. So I'm interested how he's going to jump around, if it's going to be a collection of the singles. And would people be disappointed if he just did it as like a theatrical performance where he does from beginning to end?
you
I
know,
find it interesting.
you see that he's doing a movie with Jenna Ortega off this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm
And
happy really quick. I'm happy that The Weeknd is like I know we didn't like the show that he had on HBO. I seen
yeah,
the potential in the show, but I'm happy that he didn't let this one failure stop him from continuing to try to get better and just continue to make projects, right? So,
you know who's else in that movie? This guy.
was that
Barry Cogan, the guy from Saltburn.
oh jeez.
He's in the movie. He's in the movie. He's also in other movies, obviously,
Listen,
but I love Saltburn, and he's in the Weekends movie,
listen,
which I will go to.
Jenna Ortega's in it. Okay? That's
Yeah,
enough to be
I
sold.
love it. I
So,
love he's bringing a visual experience.
yeah.
Will it be
I think it's
weird? Will there be some stuff? It's fine.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care. I'll enjoy it.
I like the creativity. I like when you take
Yes.
chances and you get out of, and if we don't like it, that's fine. You can just try again. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Can you give me your top 3 songs? Can you break it down? Your top 3 songs on the album. There's 22 joints on here. 3. Give me 3 that
Okay.
you can't wait to
Okay.
listen to.
This is almost impossible. I will tell you,
I'll give you my 3. I can give you my 3
okay,
right
go
now.
three.
Okay. So Take Me Back to LA. Shocker, right? Giving Up on Me. I love the way that song starts. I just don't like the finish. The way that you break it down though, where it's like, yeah, here you're having fun, high off life, and then bam, it can drop at any moment. I feel that, but I just wish he could have kept the same tempo for that song. And then Cry for Me is great. This is the one
It's
I
a great
love.
song.
I keep going back to. So those are my
So
top 3 songs.
the songs, I mean, the songs that I would say are 10 out of 10 masterpieces are um Reflections, Laughing, Enjoy the Show, I Can't Wait to Get There, Timeless, Take Me Back to LA, Drive, The
I,
Abyss, and Hurry Up Tomorrow.
I said
I'm
3.
telling you,
Yeah,
they're all master
I
classes.
said
They're
3.
all master classes. So
Timeless
I
is
will tell
great.
you,
Timeless is one of my favorites. I love
so
Timeless.
I would say if I only had to pick three, I would probably say Enjoy the Show. Well, first off, I would never agree to that. Okay, that's like saying which kid do I want to go to the concentration camp? So I would never do three. But if I was forced by gunpoint, or they were going to destroy all my Lego
Yeah,
sets, and I
yes.
had to pick three,
Yes.
um, I would probably at this exact moment, I would probably say I Can't Wait to Get There, Take Me Back to LA, and Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd probably say those three. But I
Oh.
would never agree to this. I would never agree to this.
Okay.
All those songs I added to my weekend ultimate playlist. And uh, I think, and I'm telling you, I've listened to hundreds of thousands of albums, hundreds of thousands of hours of music. There is only probably there's less than 10 albums I would say are amazing from beginning to end, and they are 10 out of 10, perfect from beginning. You don't skip any songs. And they're all different genres. Like
Oh,
ACDC's Back in Black is a from beginning to end. It is a masterclass. Okay. I'm telling you,
you
Hurry Up Tomorrow is a
okay?
masterclass.
Okay.
It is. It
Last
just
thing.
is.
I gave the album on production and value. I gave it a 10 out of 10. My
Mhm.
overall ranking for it for the
You hating
for I'm not, bro. I'm not. Eh,
hater.
for the entire album, I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I
Don't
want
ever ask Joel for his
Oh,
opinion on
no, no,
it.
no, nope, nope, nope. You want to hear, and you know what? I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm going to read you what Lamont said about the album off the first two
That's
or three
fine.
listens. He said, "The Weekend, unfortunately, is what I was afraid was going to happen upon the first listen. Niagara Falls is the only track that stands out to me from the gate. Everything else just sounds like it's bleeding on one electronic track to the next. I do like the use of the Michael Jackson Thriller sample on Wake Me Up. I'm going to have to spin it and listen to it again. So that's not me being a hater.
No, listen, two things can be true. Lamont's a hater and you're that's not even joking. So
There's
the two things
there's
can be true.
there's no in between. There's
No,
no in
no, but
between.
listen. We no, I'll tell you the same thing I always told my mom about when my mom or my wife or anybody else argues. I'm so passionate about music. We can agree that we have difference of opinion and yours is wrong.
Like
No, listen, I
my
know,
biggest
dude.
issue with the album, truthfully, my biggest issue with the album, um, I'm just not sad all the time. You know, I on
No,
Friday nights,
I
that's the
understand.
biggest thing. That's the biggest thing.
I get, and I'm joking. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I
absolutely.
know that if I was to rate some classic rap albums by groups like De La Soul, that Lamont would give Town 10, and I would listen to him like, yeah, it's pretty good. Not every song connects to every person. That's absolutely. I will tell you at this moment in my life, this album
You needed
it
it.
hits me. And
Yeah,
when I'm working on puzzles or doing just something, I'm just chilling, it hits me.
that's